because there's several um people in this industry who I've watched them do their stuff, and I find it their practices extremely questionable. And what's scary is that some of these guys, they're well-known people. They're popular. They're big. You know what I mean? And not only are they uneducated about the product, right? But they are taking their lack of knowledge or their ignorance, and they're spreading it out to people that are becoming new to CMOS, and it's like it's not right. You know what I mean? Like if you were giving the right information and stuff, I can understand it. I can get it, right? But when you start spewing this like inaccurate information, these like myths as I would call them, right? Then you're doing a disservice to the industry, you know? And what I've noticed is that there's a lot of companies out there that know the truth but really don't care, right? Because they know that this is what gets people going. This is what gets people to buy. And at the end of the day, that's what they care about, you know? I'll put one name out, is that guy Poppy Seamoss, right? He thinks I hate the guy. You know what I mean? I could care less about the guy. I mean, the guy's obnoxious, he's arrogant, whatever, right? For a lot of people, I can be like that too. My problem is that he talks like, you know, the information that he's actually done research on the information. You know, he's showing his CMOS and saying, "Oh, it's real because it's got rocks in it. Oh, look, it's real because it's shells." You know, now I got people calling me and saying, "Hey, can you put some shells in the CMOS? Can you like what? Are you well, I just want to know where it's coming from." And it's like, "No, you know, you're fucking nuts. Excuse my language." Not only that, but like you got to think about this realistically, okay? Those seashells, they were alive when they were there, right? So there's decomposing matter. Those crabs are there, you know what I mean? You don't want that in your food. You know what I mean? And when he shows the bin and he's like, "Oh, this is what the sea moss looks after," I just like, ugh, I want to throw up. Like literally, like, oh my God, how is this guy doing this? Like, how are your customers not sick? Like, really? And then I see him boil it, and I'm like, oh, okay, now I understand why you're boiling it. You know what I mean? Because geez, if that sea moss was that nasty, I would boil it too. You know what I mean? And the whole thing's full of sand. It just tells me it was never cleaned. And like, how long was that thing sitting there, not being cleaned? You know what I mean? Just, you know, out in the environment. Gosh, it is scary, right? And so when you have these dead, decomposing organisms in the sea moss, when you don't clean the sea moss and you leave it there, it's like you're introducing bacteria, you're introducing mold, you're introducing yeast. You know what I mean? Like, and these things can make people sick. There's a reason why you clean the sea moss.